Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody back and some of you for the first time to the Full Sport Press Podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I am J.O.
It's your boy Big Jeff.
Weezy is out on assignment. Probably see him in the second half, though, for sure. But he is out on assignment right now. Coach Lock back in Business Cam.
What's happening, fellas? How is everybody doing?
Good.
All weekend, Coach. We happy to be here.
Hey, it's always a good weekend, that's for sure.
Sure, Super Bowl weekend. Speaking of, Jeff, man, I tell you what, you've been podding at a hot level, dog.
Boy, podding.
That boy podding, man. Episode 354, man. We're here with our thoughts on Super Bowl 55.
FSP style.
Always FSP style.
You better damn know it.
And you better damn believe it.
That's right, man. Kick it off, Coach Lock. What you got? Best of the week.
My best of the week, man, is Kentucky's Leslie County High School's Ethan Wolf, who has Down syndrome, checked into their high school's basketball game and hit a three-point shot right before the buzzer went off to score for his high school, man. So shout out to Ethan making that big shot. The form looked good, too. He looked good.
Whew, but it wasn't a dry on the court with that.
Not one dry.
Straight cash, too. Straight
cash, homie.
Yeah, straight cash. For sure. Jeff, what you got, buddy?
I'll keep it simple, man. Black History Month. Let's keep it going. That's what we're here for. There you go. Power to the people.
There we go, man, for sure. Black History Month. My best of the week, man, Florida, man. We got another transfer. Eric Gilbert, the number 6 ranked player in the class of 2020 out of Marietta, Georgia. He's transferred from LSU to my Florida Gators, man. Gilbert will give another excellent pass-catching option to replace the great Kyle Pitts. Good day in Gatorland, man. So shout out to you, Eric Gilbert. You are now officially a Gator. Go Gators, 3 of them.
It's all right. We got us a big one too. That's okay.
Yeah, we had an eye side today,
Yeah.
man. It was eye.
Yeah. Looking better than what they had in the past.
Hey, it wasn't any of you guys' best of the week, though, was it?
Nah.
We so stay low.
Yeah.
And try to keep
firing. Damn right,
Right.
Jeff. Damn right.
Them blanks, big dog. Them blanks. Coach Lock, what you got worst of the week?
Man, my worst of the week, man, is football season's coming to an end in NFL. This is it. No more football. No more NFL football, man. And with the way everything's going with basketball, man, it's so up and down because people are in and out. You look up, it's weird. You see teams playing each other. One team will be 6-6 in conference, and the other team will be 3-0. So yeah, man, NFL's coming to an end.
Yep. Sounds like Duke. You know, Duke only played 5. They missed 5 conference games. Ducking the smoke. Jeff, what you got, man? Worst of the week.
Just when you thought it was over, guys. The fight was postponed last week, Floyd and Logan Paul. Then Floyd makes an Instagram post saying he plans to fight both Paul brothers this year and end the year off with an exhibition in a winner-take-all match against, you guessed it, 50 Cent. Floyd, just go the hell away. Please. Just don't.
All right. Y'all remember we did a Forbes list about 3 years ago. And I said, yeah, Floyd made $200 million this year. But that check is done. And he spends $100 a year. You scheduling 3 fights, dog?
3 exhibition fights.
It's not looking good.
It ain't looking good. It ain't looking good, man. My worst of the week. Oh, shit. Damn, that motherfucker got me again. My worst of the week. Cyberbullying, man. Chloe Bailey, man. Internet made that girl cry, man. 22 years old. She's just trying to break out of the Disney mode, get a different check. Let's see what everybody else is doing at 22 years old, man. And have that same heat for people like Mulatto that are her age. Enjoy your life, Chloe Bailey. Don't sweat the small stuff. People on the internet are dumbasses. And they act like they weren't 22 at one time. So, man, have a good time, man, for sure.
Never change. Never change, Chloe. Never change.
I know, for sure.
Never change. Enjoy your life.
Now, make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, IG, Google Play, Stitcher, Spotify, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course, the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. How do you do that? Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. When you get through doing that, make sure you check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee every Wednesday. The latest issue is up, the Buy, Sell, or Hold 2021 Hip Hop Stock episode. So with all the stock stuff going on, they took it to hip hop. So y'all make sure y'all check it out and see who they buying, selling, or holding.
Sure, man. It's quiet for hip hop right now, man. It's going into a weird little spot right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Some loosies out there. There's some loosies.
Yeah, man. Drake done dropped 55 loosies.
I think he was hacked. Because I don't think we was supposed to hear some of those.
Ain't that much hack in the world, dog.
I don't know. People that had nothing to do but sit at home.
Not Drake. Nah,
I feel
that's different. That's on purpose, dog. Because they're all on the same SoundCloud page.
True.
You're right. Ain't no coinky dink in that.
Or that whoever owns that SoundCloud page is just trying to,
die.
Yeah.
Damn.
No, for sure. People don't play about leaked music, man.
Because that's, especially if it's not finished, and now they done heard the unfinished version, they don't need to going back to it at this point.
Album cuts, man, like it's tough. Yeah, that's tough.
Death on them now?
Oh yeah, now people die about stuff like that for sure. For sure.
People die for worse. I mean less.
That's true. As you know, Coach, as we know in all of your worst of the week, dog.
Man, my worst of the weeks ain't been there for about 6-7 months. Whenever I dropped the deal for worst of the week,
beg and plead to get you to stop doing it, Coach.
Y'all didn't have to beg and plead. Y'all didn't have to do that.
Yes, we did.
They did.
Anyway, moving right along to Fresher Than Your Average podcast, featuring myself and my dog Animal Brown, is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. Pull up on us on the IG page and the YouTube page as well to see some Would You Rocks, and also our monthly IG and also our monthly podcast directly for the culture. Where your kicks, man? Cop responsibly, man. Also,
I'm proud of you, man. I'm proud of you, brother.
What's that?
Proud
to me.
I ain't gonna spoil it. People need to listen. It just dropped today. I ain't gonna spoil it.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, that's all good. That's a
by the time they hear this, it'll be Monday. Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah. You gonna try to cop some white shoes. They got gray, but they majority white. Proud of you, man. Proud of you.
Yeah. Good luck, though.
Yeah, good luck copying, for sure. But I'm trying. I'm trying
my best to get those myself.
Yeah, man. Hey, listen, smoke them out. It's over with. We put them to the dirt in 2021. Sure.
Hey, if I get the trophy rooms, though, if I get those trophy room ones,
what you gonna do with them, Jeff?
Man, they ain't gonna see. I'm not even.
You same boat.
Yeah, soon as the package hit the door,
they them gotta go. 2,500 on a 190.
Gone.
Put your mom on the phone.
Take it easy.
Mom on the phone. Don't forget to support the Realville Family Patreon page as well. Full Sport Press, On Deck TV, Fresher Than Your Average, and also much, much more. Just pop in there, man. Different tiers. Anybody can pull up. Support the team. Support the real. Jeff, you are up. You have 10 good wrestling segments. You ready to start the clock? You on mute, B-Dog?
Oh, I sure am on still. I muted myself. I'm back. But yes, sir, I'm ready to roll. All right. So last week was Royal Rumble. Let's do those who got the W results. First match was Drew McIntyre versus Goldberg for the Raw Heavyweight Championship. Lock picked Drew. Drew won. So Lock gets the W on that one. The next was Roman Reigns versus Kevin Owens. Lock, myself, and Jay picked Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns got the W. In the men's Royal Rumble, it gets a little tricky here. Weezy and Jay picked the favorites. Myself and Lock went with the field, and one of the favorites did win, which was Edge. Then, in the women's Royal Rumble, Jay, Lock, all of us picked the favorite, and one of the favorites did win, even though I picked the exact favorite, though. So
fuck that. I mean, I won. I won. No. You missed.
It's 2-2.
I mean, I won.
Jay got 3. He got the Roman Reigns.
I got 3 too.
3 and 3. Yeah, right.
Yeah. He trying to take my W. Look at him. He know what he's doing.
I picked the correct winner though.
I did too. I picked what's the girl that won?
Me too.
Bianca. Yeah.
You didn't pick Edge to win. You just took the favorites.
I know you didn't pick the Edge to win.
That's the one I lost. That's the one
he lost that one. He lost that.
Damn right he did.
It was 3-3. I'm trying to take it, man.
I got a W, man. For sure.
You trying to take my W, Jeff. Don't let him do it, Jeff.
Shout out to Bianca Belair, Knoxville in here. So
Tennessee, let's go.
Yeah. Shout out there.
You got a podcast, don't you?
Well, well, real quick on a somber note, we did lose a great today.
Oh.
Shout out to RP to Bush Reed. If y'all remember Doom, the tag team Doom from back in the day, used to be with Ron Simmons. He was his tag team partner. Bush Reed was one of the biggest African American superstars in the late '80s, early '90s. He passed away today. Had 2 massive heart attacks this month. So, man, shout out to Bush Reed. RP to him on the somber note. But as always, you might not like wrestling, but your auntie love it. Shout out to the 808s and Chair Shots podcast. One time for Neek, man. We see y'all next Thursday.
Condolences to his family, man. Shout out to Neek. Neek viral out here.
Yeah,
Neek viral.
Neek's up out here. Shout out to Neek. Shit. Yeah, Neek Favre, man.
Yeah.
Now, tweet us the questions throughout the week at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
That the revolution will be podcasted. And before we get started the first half, Jeff, do you have a Yellow Box of Cheerios award recipient for the listeners?
I sure do, sir. Brett Favre, NFL legend, is the Yellow Box recipient this week.
That's right, man. Brett Favre doesn't seem to approve Deshaun Watson's trade request. Favre, in a nutshell, kind of stated, and I quote, "I'm kind of old school. I think you play. You get paid a ton of money to do a certain job. You just do it and let the chips fall where they may. I think you make too much money to voice an opinion," end quote. And Watson's agent, David Mogetta, said, and I quote, "Brett should probably stop throwing stones from the glass house he's sitting in," end quote. Favre was hardly a model citizen during his time in the NFL. A retirement, an unretirement, a request to be released, and finally a trade to the Jets made for a profoundly awkward offseason, almost entirely caused by Favre's indecision. Favre also enjoyed playing the majority of his career with a well-run organization under a Hall of Fame GM and later Ted Thompson. Brett Favre, look in the mirror. Look in the mirror, dog.
Favre, let's not forget, man. You were not happy when they drafted Aaron Rodgers.
Not at all.
You expressed your displeasure with that. So let's just sit out on your phone, fish, and kick back and let Watson be.
Man held the Packers hostage for 2 off seasons, and now you talk about, all right, man.
Just go out there and play? No. Hell no. Especially with a dysfunctional organization that traded the number 2 wide receiver in the entire NFL, and they got a 3rd round pick. They didn't even get a first. You can get 1.
Mm-hmm.
And then you just traded Matt Stafford, who is middle of the road, and they got a 1.
Mm-hmm.
And you can get 1 for DeAndre Hopkins.
Not a 1 for DeAndre Hopkins. That's insane.
That's very similar to shut up and dribble Brett Favre.
But I already knew anybody, his jeans and shit, the Wrangler commercials. Mississippi people, they ain't really for the cause. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to the Mississippi listeners too.
Shout out to them. But I'm saying the real feelings come out eventually, for sure.
Oh, they always do.
You know what? We got to get that. We got to let Weezy to get that squared away, get that to Brett Favre. If he can drop that off, I don't know. I seen somebody get. Never mind. You guys ready to get started the first half?
Exactly. Weezy, don't you drop that off. You go on and shoot that to him. Let the drone take it.
Yeah, drone take that one.
Yeah,
for sure. All right, let's get started.
Let's go second. Yeah.
The first half is underway.
First half. The hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week here at the Full Sport Press Podcast. Before we get started, I am J-Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Locke, where can they find you on social media, my brother?
And then they can find me at Twitter and IG at Locke_the_great. That's THA. Get at me.
Yeah. What about you, Jeff?
J Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
For sure, man. I'm J Hope on Instagram and Twitter. Find me on Twitter. Let's talk about it. They had my boy Bassy here saying Bassy wasn't that good. Jeff, you got that's when you listen, Jeff. That's when you see shit like that. That's when you have to come and be, you know what I'm saying?
I didn't see that, Jay.
Like
I didn't see that.
But you see everything else. Anytime it's Russell Westbrook, Kyrie Irving, Melo Balls, Lonzo Ball, it is big baller brand, Jeff, in the weeds. Hello.
Shout out to LaMelo though.
I didn't see that one. I didn't see that one. Now, okay, are they talking? They got to be talking NBA.
No, they saying just period. They said basketball. Don't do that. Bad. I get it, but don't play with basketball like that in high school, dog.
Yeah, ain't no way.
Nobody that was different. That was different.
Yeah,
that was a different high school experience right there.
Jeff, you had one job though.
Yeah, I missed that one. I would have been there. I would have came through.
Bassy? But then
that was my guy.
But let us talk about goddamn anybody else. Jameis Winston. Let it be Florida State. Jeff is coming through the damn. Excuse me. On my beer. Excuse me.
I got you.
Yeah. All right, man. Woo. Lord have mercy. Let's kick the first half off, man, with some college football news. It should have been my best of the week, but I'll tell you why it wasn't. Video game maker EA Sports announced Tuesday it's bringing back its college football series, guys, which was shelved 8 years ago after the NCAA sued for not sharing revenue from the game with college athletes. Now, there's no timetable in place for the next release of a college football game, but EA has already taken steps to relaunch their popular franchise and stated it will be released on the next generation console. The question I have for you guys, this is a two-part question. I asked the first one now. Are we excited about the return of college football on PlayStation or Xbox?
I wasn't a big, this wasn't like the big game for me. I would get it I didn't get it every year. I would get it like every other year or something like that. So I'm happy to see it come back. Now I know people who swear by this game and love it, and some people who still download new rosters to the last game that was made and still play that. So hey, for some people this is like Christmas in February. So I get it, but
Yes, I am excited, but there's an asterisk with that excitement. For one, they saying they're gonna move forward with making the game, but it will not include rosters, the names, images, or likeness of real college players. The current NCAA rules prohibit athletes from selling their NIL rights while in college, which they're working on, and that could change in the next year. The plan also will not even have the NCAA name on it. It'll just be called EA Sports College Football. There's no date set, so we could still be 4 or 5 years away from this game. We don't know. Now, the game, whenever it does return, will be the first one, like you mentioned, since 2014, where, can you guess who was on that cover?
Robert Griffin?
Nope. Jeff, got a guess?
Nope, go ahead.
Michigan's Denard Robinson.
Shoestring.
Shoestring. Sure. I think we'll get it sooner rather than later, guys. For everything that Locke said, the current rules, if they're still in effect when the game's released, the game's not NCAA college football. So in turn, they don't have to necessarily abide by NCAA rules. So they plan to include real details such as team names, mascots, and uniforms, but not anything that will resemble the real players on those rosters. But they will be able to edit those rosters, and that is where the fun happens for sure. That's why they changed the name to NCAA football. Well, they changed the name from NCAA football for sure. Here's the question I have for you guys, though. Who do you wish you had a chance to play with NCAA football within the last few years out of these 8-year spans that we've been off?
Easy. Jameis, the Florida State team. That championship Florida State team. Easy. Go ahead, Locke.
Yep, gotta be Jameis. But I go to another one. Give me Dalvin Cook or Cam Akers.
Man, I ain't playing no damn Cam. You ain't playing no damn Cam Akers, dog. Man, get the hell out of here, man. There's one answer to this, and his name is Lamar Jackson, dude. Playing with Lamar Jackson, you got him to transfer. Listen, you know how. Hey, y'all. Now listen. If y'all don't know me a little bit, I play the video games. Hello, I'm Jay, and I play video games. Listen, if you don't think that Deshaun Watson or Lamar Jackson wouldn't have been in that blue and that orange, somebody done told you wrong.
Hold on now.
We got to transfer.
Now let's keep it real. Let's tell the listeners what we do. We had our own school, We changed the game.
Coach, you know what I'm saying? Hey, Coach.
No, it wasn't no Florida State. What
Nah.
versus Florida? It was who? The Tennessee State.
You
And
damn
we
right.
had them rolling, boy.
TSU was in the SEC, baby.
That's
Taking names and
crazy.
taking names.
Hey, and we was getting players.
That was the fun part about that game, with
Yeah.
recruiting the players and stuff like that, seeing
Oh,
where they
man.
go.
You can get
That
a
was fun.
transfer. You can
Yeah.
get somebody to transfer. Bro, hey, we had a whip at TSU. Shout out to Big Blue, man.
All right, so we're going to change sports here. We're going to go talk about a little NBA. Now, normally in February, the NBA will be gearing up for the NBA All-Star Weekend that was scheduled to be held in Indianapolis. But because of the pandemic, it was announced before the season started that it wouldn't be one. But hold your thoughts here. Now the NBA is closing in on having the event in Atlanta with the game and skills competition on March 7th. My question for you guys is, should this even be a possibility to be happening?
No. Adam Silver has built up some equity. So he's built up some good graces with his players, and he's risking it all right here. Like, this is not a smart move. Every other major sport has canceled their All-Star game for their season or seasons, because baseball, I think, has canceled theirs. Our hockey's canceled theirs this year, and we didn't have a Pro Bowl. So, I mean, I get it, because you got to generate some revenue. Then your partners in broadcasting want the viewership. I get it, man. But you got players like LeBron. Once LeBron say he's not really with it, you kind of got to take heed of that. You just got to.
Most definitely, man. The question is, who is this for? Is it for the fans? They voted, said they weren't excited about this. 61% to 39%. Said they weren't excited about All-Star game. So it's for the owners, like Jeff mentioned. You need a boost in the revenue. Every other league said no, but this is the league that's attempting to have a safe All-Star game in the middle of a global pandemic that's still killing thousands of people each day. Everyone involved, including Adam Silver, should know better. He's scratching the back of all of the owners. He usually scratches the back of the players. There's no reason to host All-Star festivities in person this year. There's no reason. The Lakers already had a short offseason, dog. And I know they handled the virus, like Jeff mentioned, perfectly. The top priority is still to make as much money, though, as possible at every turn. It's exhausting. There's no reason to have an All-Star game this year, but they're going to have the show will go on regardless.
This is what's going to hurt the NBA season, this All-Star game. According to the Georgia Department of Health, the state reported 4,011 confirmed cases and 141 deaths on Thursday related to the pandemic. Like Jeff mentioned, the players are not on board with this. One's my boy De'Aaron Fox. He quoted and said, "If I'm going to be brutally honest, I think it's stupid. If we have to wear masks and do all this for a regular game, then what's the point of bringing an all-star game back? But obviously, like everybody said, money makes the world go round, so it is what it is." This could be what ultimately ends the NBA season early, because you're going to bring all of those players, the top players that people want to see, to this all-star game. They're going to play. People are naturally going to go to the city because it's All-Star game, and we know Atlanta's wide open. That's why they're getting it. So this could definitely be bad for the NBA, and Adam Silver is gambling again, and he won't win with this one like he did with the bubble.
Why Atlanta? Just have that shit in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, dude. Do that. Have it in Wyoming.
Gotta
if you
have
just
somewhere
want
that's
to
wide
do
open.
Nah. Ain't nothing in Wyoming.
True. That's what that, but they probably closed.
You could build a whole arena in Wyoming and be fine.
They built a bubble. They built a bubble in the middle of Disneyland. You mean to tell me that they can't build something? Kanye West can let them get his spot. He got a gym there. Shit. Right out. Now you can't go to Canada. They ain't letting you go.
They ain't letting us
I'm
over
about to
there.
say you can get Drake. Drake got a gym.
Canada ain't playing with us at all.
Ain't no way. Cancel it.
Well, let's keep talking about money, fellas. Recently, Forbes released their top 100 highest paid athletes of the year. Now, guys, this year, the highest paid athletes earned about a combined $3.6 billion. But that's a 9% drop from 2019. That's nuts. But all things considered, you understand with the pandemic and everything like that. The last time we saw such a decline was, we talked about this guy earlier, when Floyd fought Manny and they skewed all the numbers when they got $200 million apiece for that fight, which is still nuts. Anywho, first thing that pops out, we had Naomi Osaka becoming the highest paid female athlete in sports history, clocking in $37.4 million. And she came in at number 29 on the list. Let's go through the top 10 real quick. At 10, Carson Wentz. At 9, Kirk Cousins. At 8, Tiger Woods. Still getting that check. Number 7, Kevin Durant. Makes sense. Didn't even play. Still made number 7. Number 6, Steph Curry. Didn't even play. Still made number 6. Number 5, this is surprising, LeBron James. Number 4, Neymar. Number 3, Lionel Messi. Number 2, Cristiano Ronaldo. And number 1, this is Jay's guy, Roger Federer. Any surprises on the list? Any surprises?
I won't say it's any surprises on the list. The surprise that I found on this list was not Roger Federer being number 1, but what surprised me about him being number 1 is that he only made $6 million from his winnings and salary. The rest of his money, which was like $100 million, was endorsements. I would have never guessed that from Federer at this point in his career. I know he's still getting a check. I know he's still playing, but the fact that you made $106 million and only 6 came from your salary or winning, that is nuts.
Yeah, Federer, when he switched from Nike, and I think he went to what's the brand? Uniqlo. He's left from Nike to Uniqlo. He got paid for that, dog. Anytime you leave Nike, you got to get paid. But athletes from 21 countries and 10 sports made that final cut that Jeff talked about. 2 women, Osaka, Serena. The first time 2 women made the rank since 2016. MLB, though, they hurting, y'all. They hurting. They would hit the hardest, man. Only 1 player was in the top 100. Kershaw. It's rough, man. 35 basketball players, 31 NFL players, 14 soccer players, 6 tennis players, 5 boxing players, 1 baseball. It's rough. Baseball done. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Baseball has to get a Michael Jordan into their game as soon as possible. If not, slow season 5 will bring.
Well, you're right, but I think they have to embrace the younger guys they have right now. Akuda in for Atlanta. The guy I can't think of his name right now for the White Sox. Yeah, and then also
Tim Anderson.
Tim Anderson. You got to embrace those players. You can market those guys. They're cool.
Jeff, you got to wear stirrups in baseball, bro. Like, you can't even get freaky with the stirrups, dog.
I can't argue that one. I can't.
Stirrups?
Can't argue that one.
Stirrups, dog?
They still really. Go ahead.
No, but all this money in the pandemic, though. Like, people wasn't even outside. You made $100 million. Come on, man.
Yeah. But it's crazy, though, because the baseball contracts, they sound crazy when you hear them. $256 million, but when you break it down, they be signing for 12 years. So it don't seem as much. Don't get me wrong. $256 million is $256 million in baseball because it's still guaranteed. But for a Forbes list, that's why you don't see a lot on here, because their contracts be for so long, where the people like LeBron, they'll sign a $180 million contract, but it'll be over 5 years.
No, but Coach, they still getting $25, $30 million a year. They just not getting it off the field.
They're not getting off the field.
Because nobody cares about baseball.
That's true.
You know why? Because they have to wear stirrups.
And you can't market the home run like you used to because it's tainted. The home run has been tainted. That's what draws the non-casual fan, the casual fan in to watch is the home run hitting, and you don't have it no more. It's only so many pitching duels you're gonna watch as a casual fan.
Yeah. And they got to get away from being America's game. They got to get it cool, like you mentioned. Like no replays for real. Come on, man. We got to get some replays in baseball.
And the thing is, they need a Michael Jordan, somebody that can come and translate to younger kids, younger people, bring in a different audience. If not, man, it's over with.
And they got to make it, and this is a whole other topic. We don't have to stay here long. And they have to make it accessible for kids, younger kids to play. All younger kids to play.
Say it, black kids. Just say black kids.
That too, because you're pricing them out. Yeah, you price them out when you factor in travel baseball over the course of a whole year. I know what you can say when they play AAU. Well, those AAU teams are sponsored, and you don't have to worry about that as much. The price and the cost is much. Travel baseball is through the roof.
Mm-hmm. And a bat alone might cost you $200, $250.
A good bat. You gotta have a good bat.
You still ain't got a glove. You still ain't got no cleats. You still ain't got no batting gloves.
The cleats be cheap at Ross, though. I'm gonna come clean.
True. Very true.
Y'all ready to get started with halftime, man?
Yes, sir.
Let's get it.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime, in case you missed it, a new semi-professional league will provide compensation for a high school basketball athlete that you may follow in the near future. Overtime, a multimedia sports company is planning on launching its own league that will pay top high school basketball recruits in the country. Overtime is expected to announce the league sometime February and beginning in competition in September 2021. The aim of the league is to get up to 8 teams of the top high school basketball prospects in the country, with the vision of providing a new preps to pro alternative, with salaries expected to be well within 6 figures. Now, players who participate in this league will no longer attend their high schools or participate in high school sporting events as they compete and receive coaching and training from former NBA athletes and coaches in the Overtime Select League. Education will be offered in an, I quote, non-traditional manner. Will this work, fellas?
I'll let Coach Lockett speak to this a little bit better because my take is about to be off the chart. So go ahead, Coach.
The question is, first of all, is this for athletes that have graduated high school, or are they currently in high school?
I think it's current high school players.
I don't see this working. You get a few, but at the end of the day, it's gonna be too much. And it's too soon. They talking about 2021. I don't think it's gonna be enough because you're not gonna get all those top players. You're just not. You're not gonna get them from the Mount Verge, the Oak Hills, the prep schools like that. I just don't see this working for them. They might get some players, but I don't think it'll be those top tier talent players. So I don't think this is gonna work.
Okay, let me preface this by saying I'm pro college players getting paid for what they do for their college universities and the revenue they bring in. Taking a kid out of high school when he's still developing and still becoming a young man, not even a full-blown man yet, and taking him out of his high school and putting him to a situation where it's only basketball and he doesn't have an education is a non-traditional way, that's sketchy. And that hurts to me the argument when you're trying to get these college kids paid when these basketball and football games come out. You're what is spiting your nose to fix your face, or however the old saying say. That's what you're doing right now. Like, this is an idea that somebody with that gets paid more money than any of us do should say, wait, this isn't right. We should stop this. This is not high school kids. It's graduating seniors, cool. That's cool. Another year of prep school after high school before you go to college or before you go pro, cool. That works. High school kids, nah, man. A kid can go from 5'10" to 6'6", and he's got no. This is not right.
This is very similar to LeVar Ball's field, Junior Basketball Association. But Overtime Select will be the first league of its kind to focus on teenagers in the U.S., as opposed to what Ball was doing. He also featured international players. So you know who they're trying to get. And this is going to be centered around Mikey, dog. It's going to be centered around Mikey Williams, the number 2 player in the class of 2023. He's going to be that target. And he's already a part of the Overtime brand. They've been following him since he's in the 8th grade. I don't want this to happen, but it's going to happen because they have so much money behind them. That's the difference between LeVar Ball and Overtime. Overtime has the money to do 8 teams and paying everybody a substantial amount of money. Some of these kids are in different situations where their family needs money when they're in the 11th grade compared to, a situation where they can't go overseas and play. Family needs some money. They're getting paid anyway in college. I just don't think this will be good, like Jeff mentioned, for the maturity of these kids. And unfortunately, I think Mikey and his family will be the people that'll bite. And I don't think it'll be good for that kid at all.
Talking about giving a 16-year-old a six-figure salary.
Come on, man. That can't work.
Not going to end well.
No. Can you imagine having $100,000 when we was going to TSU, dog?
We wasn't even TSU. 16
illegitimate children out here right now with 100,000 at Glencliff.
So you guys ready to get started with half? No.
I'll say it. So nobody won't say it. Ain't that many good high school basketball players gonna be out here to watch this league? Let's just be completely honest.
Nah, yeah, it is though, Jeff. It's a top 100. It's 100 kids in the top 100. If you can get 5 of them and then 4,
but you got 8 teams, so you're gonna put 12 players on 8 teams, right? Or they gonna go 15? Let's just say they go 12. That's 96 players. So that's the whole top 100.
That's what I'm saying. But you sprinkle in some 4 stars, you know you're gonna get some 3 stars that's gonna try to get in there. They not gonna make it, and then that's gonna fill the league up. I'm telling you, because it's kids that's in between that go to these weird schools, these charter schools. They're like, man, you know what? I'm finna get paid and play in this league.
So is it gonna be a salary?
I'm sure. I'm sure. Yeah. If you're a top 100 kid, you'll probably get $100,000, $200,000. You know what I'm saying? And then it goes down as far as your ranking.
Yeah, that's not gonna end well.
Yeah, it ain't gonna end well at all. You guys ready to get started the second half?
2 seasons tops. Yes, sir.
Let's do it.
The second half is underway.
Second half. Super Bowl post-game episode, man. The boys are back, man. Before we get started, I am J Hope.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
It's your boy, Weezy. What it do?
It's your man, Coach Locke.
Weezy showed up for us in the second half. What's happening, Weezy? How are you, brother?
Ta-da! We'll just pop up, man. I'll just pop up. What's going on, though?
Yeah. Assignment ended early.
Yeah. I had to get back on the red eye, get back home real quick,
I heard you, man. The crown jewel of American sports was played this Sunday, today, as we record this at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. The home team Bucs completed a victory that exceeded expectations for everybody on this Zoom call, for sure, as they won their second Super Bowl in franchise history. We are here to break down Super Bowl 55. Let's kick things off, man. Initial thoughts, Weezy.
The GOAT. Tom Brady's the GOAT, man. And it was one of those games. I never thought that Tom Brady was going to lose that game. I was extremely confident going into the game, and he's just a GOAT, man. That proves it.
For people who are like top line sports fans, don't really going to go too deep in the mud with it. If you never understood how important the offensive line is, this was the exhibit A, B, C, D, E, all the way through the alphabet tonight. So if you ever want to understand why people harp on offensive lines and why they're important, you saw it tonight. You saw one of the best players in the league get humbled because he had no help, was running for his life the entire game. So Tom Brady, cool. Whatever you guys say about Tom Brady, but offensive line means more than people get credit for. That showed tonight.
Yeah, I'm going to go the other side of that, Jeff. Defense. The Tampa Bay Bucs defense did something we haven't seen anybody really do to the Chiefs. They took the top completely away. Tyreek Hill did not get nothing down the field. They kept 2 safeties on top of him the entire game, and they just said, we're going to let you throw everything underneath, and we're going to rely on that front line to get pressure where you can't do too much, and it worked.
Yeah, man, it's a combination of both. That great defense, the fact that Todd Bowles dialed up a perfect plan, man. It's a perfect game plan. He had a week and a half, 2 weeks to get this together, and it looked like it, man. Just a perfect compliment to the offense. I've never seen Brady so pinpoint with everything that he had going on. Dude, 7 rings. That's more than any other NFL franchise has won in its existence, bro. That's nuts. And me and Weezy was talking about this. The Bucs were 3-point underdogs, man. Definitely
why.
It went under for sure, but that's because fucking Patrick Mahomes didn't score a fucking touchdown. Bro, that's crazy, man.
It's like we said, though, in the first half, when we were doing all the comparisons, the Bucs won all the comparisons. Well, not all of them, but they won most of them, and it showed.
Hey, dog. Episode, what was that? 353. We broke down each position. Pause. And we were going through it, and we said, you know what? The Bucs look like that. And that episode, that's when I realized, I was like, oh, the Bucs finna win this game. And I bet with the Bucs. And then Weezy caught me lying in the grass. Weezy caught me lying in the grass today. Called me. What you doing, man? Man, you know. I was like, man, oh no, man, I feel good about Patrick Mahomes, not knowing that we did episode 353. And dude, Tom Brady done won every position right now. And it was offensive line that really showed up for Tom Brady and didn't show up for Pat Mahomes. And I still didn't realize what I was doing. And here we are. So you caught me lying in the grass. Come on, my 15 wins, dog. Just pay me, just cash me out, homie.
Yeah, I got you.
I know, for sure. Yeah, I know. You feeling good. Let's talk about the commercials, man. Anybody have a favorite commercial?
My favorite commercial, actually my favorite commercial was a little sentimental. It's the girl, she had no legs when she was swimming. She was adopted. That was one of my favorites so far. They weren't really too funny to me this year. I didn't really laugh too much. But that was my favorite so far.
I was happy to see Beavis and Butthead a few times. That's always good for me. Yeah, you know, I'm here for it. Got to see the Serena Williams impersonator in that one. I forget what commercial that was. They had all the impersonators on there with all the seltzer, wine seltzer commercial with Don Cheadle and all that. And then, you know, I'll go for the cheesy commercial, the Jeep commercial with the middle of America, everybody meeting in the middle thing. I see where they was going with that. I can live with that. I'm not mad at it. It was pretty cool.
What stood out to me is Paramount Plus, man. They blew the bag. Every commercial break, it was a Paramount Plus commercial. And that's what Jeff was talking about, the Beavis Butthead. They had everybody in there. All kind of people. Sports, movies, TV shows, you name it. They had it on there. So I don't know how much Paramount gave them, but they blew the bag.
Do you know that every commercial this year is the highest it's ever been? $5.5 million for a 30-second commercial. So 2018 it was 5.2, 2019 5.3, 2020 5.4, and 2021 5.5. So that means that Paramount blew a bag, coach. Big boy bag.
Oh, real quick though, they didn't blow up big as bags we thought. Paramount Plus is MTV, BET, and CBS all together. That's their streaming service. They did the cheat code.
They cheated.
They cheated. They cheated. Yeah, nah, for sure. Well, my favorite commercial was the Oatly commercial. Wow, no cow. They had 5.5 to blow. Hey, I'm about to get some oat milk. So that's the one that got me. Wow, no cow.
Let me know how that goes, brother.
I know for sure. I've been a fan of oat milk, just trying to find a good one, and I hope this is the one. It was worth it. They made their money.
Luck.
$7 though for one.
For one, what?
That
is that a gallon? Is that a quart? What is that? Is that half a gallon?
I'm finna tell you exactly.
That's 2 bowls. That's 2 bowls of cereal.
Hey, relax, fellas. You know what I'm saying? We just gonna make it do what it do.
Shout out to my
2
almond
bowls
milk.
of cereal.
1 liter.
Shout out to the almond milk. We're gonna keep rolling with the almond milk.
Gonna keep getting that red top milk and call it a day. I don't know what the hell y'all talking about.
1 liter. Man, shit. You better not be making no smoothies or shakes or nothing. It's over with.
Hey, it's just for my cereal, man. But dang, man.
2 bowls.
Yeah,
2
man.
bowls,
Ain't 1 liter, man. Hey, nah, 32 ounces, 33 ounces for real. 1 liter.
That ain't it.
That's not fun. It's not fun. Let's talk about the halftime performance. The weekend. High off Cocaine. What y'all think?
I'm gonna let y'all go with that. What y'all think about that? I'm gonna let y'all go first.
Some people, shout out to Animal Brown, he and I were talking about this in the group chat. Some people are going to get a rude awakening if they go too far back in the weekend's catalog. Because the pop hits are one thing. But if you go back to House of Balloons and a couple of those mixtapes, you're going to find a completely different guy. He was storing a lot of cocaine and robbing people for Jordans in a lot of those songs. So just get prepared.
Shout out to the song with him and Rick Ross, In Vain. We know what he's talking about right there, boy. But overall, I thought it was a good performance. I think it was $7 million well spent. You know, he did all the good hits, all the songs, good lot of people involved. You know, he had the stage in the background. Then he finished up on the field. So I give it a pretty good. I give it a B plus.
Okay, so the thing is with the weekend, first off, he was on that sugar booger tonight. You could tell his eyes was, hey, listen, a lot of people though, a lot of people were excited to hear about the weekend doing this, but the best performance, man, had to be Prince in the Rain. People say Beyonce in 2016. I go with Prince in the Rain, man. 2007, maybe. They asked Prince. They said Prince. Was it 2007? Yeah, it had to be, right?
Somewhere
Fact check that, Weezy.
I would look at that.
Yeah. They said Prince said, they asked Prince, they were like, hey, Prince, it's going to rain. He said, Prince said, I hope it pours.
That's the Prince answer right there, boy.
Yeah. He said he hope it pours. Yeah, so, but it was all right, though. He did a good job, though, for sure.
2007 for sure.
2007 for sure?
Yeah.
For sure.
The rain made it go. So when he played Purple Rain, it was Purple Rain.
Yeah. See what you did.
Boy, you midnight oil pieding. That boy midnight oil pie. Listen to him. You hear him. He said Scotty Miller won MVP, y'all.
Yeah, right.
This is not true.
Right.
This is not true.
Ain't no, you come on, man. You gonna try to trick us because they Gronk,
No. Let's move on to the MVP, man. The MVP, of course, was Tom Brady. Weezy's guy. Talk about your guy, Weezy.
If there's any doubt, that we call him the GOAT for a reason. If you look at this game offensively, he proved himself. This game right here, he was more motivated than I've ever seen him. He went after the Honey Badger today. He went after the Honey Badger. I ain't never seen him do that. He told the Honey Badger, "I'm coming at you," and did it. He went after him. Tom Brady was focused, man. I was watching him like even between breaks and when they go to the sideline, he was all focused. He didn't smile until like the game was over. He didn't smile at all. So yeah, I love this focus. He was motivated because they was playing at home to win at home. Yeah. Appreciate you, Tom Brady. Thank you. Thank you a lot. I appreciate it.
He gets away with more than anybody, than any superstar athlete I ever seen. He gets away with whatever he wants to do, talk to people however you want to talk to him. Honey Badger gets the unsportsmanlike conduct. Tom Brady initiated it. I mean, we can go on and on about that first half and the referees looking like the referees were acting like they've never been in the Super Bowl before, making some of those calls, and it didn't help the Kansas City had the worst game plan ever and did not know what the offensive line was going to do. That's a whole different story. We here to talk about Tom Brady. I wish he was on my team getting away with the stuff he gets away with. I can only say that.
I mean, he's the GOAT. But if you go and look at other sports, look at the NBA. Your best players in the league, they get away with everything. So I understand that. And I was the first one to say that Brady should have gotten that call. But if you go back and look at the replay, Honey Badger did go to him first. He did go to him first and say something. Then Brady chased him down. And normally, the second person gets caught. So it's amazing that this one particular time, the person that's retaliating doesn't get the flag, which we typically don't see that. But, I mean, he was motivated, like we said, because he wanted to get out of Belichick's shadow. This is the one that he can say he won without Belichick. And now people might start to say, was it really Belichick or was it Tom Brady? And we're starting to hear more people say it's starting to be more of Brady than Belichick.
Yeah, for sure. I can't say anything else that you guys didn't say, man. He deserved it. Looked great. That's the best game I've seen him play all year. Other than like a random week 7 game against like the Chargers or something, he looked good. But man, he looked great, man. Mike Evans is still injured. AB's injured. He was just throwing people open. Brady looked good, man. And I'm not a Brady fan at all. Not even a little bit. I know Jeff isn't as well. But yeah, no, for sure. He deserved this MVP. And I'm happy for him. I'm more happy for AB. I'm happy for BA. Oh, man, I love Bruce Arians. Y'all know that's my favorite coach in the entire NFL. He where it can't go. He down for the cause, man. Yeah, man. Happy for him, for sure, to get that monkey off his back. He deserved one, for sure. Who won the QB duel? What you say?
Shout out to Keyshawn getting the ring, 615.
615. Shout out to Red Mamba, dude. Yeah. Shout out to Keyshawn Vaughn. Who won the QB duel, Weezy?
Brady.
Yep.
Open. I mean, in quote, Brady.
Yeah. Can't say nothing. One player is walking out upright. The other was probably going to wish he didn't play this game at all. So, Tom Brady.
Yeah, but everything we just said, Tom Brady, Mahomes will definitely have a couple of ice baths tonight.
Yeah, Mahomes, man. 3 sacks, 8 hurries. It looked like it was 12 to 15 hurries, 2 picks. His first game, man, without scoring a touchdown in his last 34 starts, man. So, rough day at the office for this kid. But I'm telling you, man, it happens to the best of us. Patrick Mahomes is on a trajectory to the point where he wasn't a humble dude. I seen him very, very cocky. Shit like this will humble you, and he'll come back stronger and even better. Not early favorite for my MVP next year for sure, man. He had a lot to prove in this game, and moving right along to the game. Did this game live up to the hype, Weez?
I think so. It depends on what perspective you're looking for. If you're looking for a shootout or something, you didn't get it. If you're looking for Tom Brady to show his dominance and why he left New England to show that he can take a last place team and win the Super Bowl, it did live up to the hype. But depends on what type of angle you're looking at the game from.
No, it didn't live up to the hype because it was a marquee for a QB battle, and unfortunately we didn't get to see that. Tom Brady had a great game. He gets to skew the argument by saying he took a last place team to Super Bowl, but that team looks a whole lot different than it did the year before. But that's a whole different story again. Shout out to Tom Brady, man. I don't want to sound like a hater. I'm just bringing up the points that actually make sense, that actually are true. But whatever. Let's go.
Yeah, you do sound like a hater, though.
No, it's the truth. It's a different team. It's a different team. It's a different running game, different defense, different.
You did sound like a hater. I'm at the
Is it not a different run game? Real quick, is it not a different run game? Is it not a different run game?
Yeah,
is it not a different run game?
Hold on, listen, Jeff.
Is it not a different run? Yes or no question, Weezy.
No, it's not. No, it's not. Ronald Jones didn't do shit this year. Leonard Fournette didn't do shit until this last game.
So the most important game he shows up. Wow, thanks for making my point. Okay, cool. So is it not a different passing game with a different tight end and a different wide receiver? They showed up big. They scored the 3 touchdowns in the first half.
We're talking about tonight. Gronk scored 2 touchdowns. He been in it all season long.
I got him on my fantasy team. He had a pretty okay season to me.
No, he didn't. You wanted to get rid of Gronk.
I didn't even draft Gronk. I picked him out the waiver wire. But we take up too much time. We'll talk about this offline.
You're talking silly.
Nah, actually talking the truth, my brother. You should probably watch a little bit more football. And it's your sport.
Well, all right then. Did the game live up to the hype? I'm gonna say no. For one, the over-under was 55. Didn't even come close. This game was built up to be a shootout. Tom Brady scoring a lot of points. Patrick Mahomes scoring a lot of points. It come down to a last-second drive to see which quarterback is going to lead their team to the victory. We didn't see that. One quarterback did it, the other didn't. So based on that, I'm going to say it didn't live up to the hype.
Nah, it didn't live up to the hype at all, man. It's just crazy to see Patrick Mahomes. He was just without, and it showed. They need one more wide receiver, too. Because Tyreek Hill is, I'm telling you, I'm just saying, listen, they need one more wide receiver, y'all. They need a Mike Evans, a bigger wide receiver you can throw the ball to other than Travis Kelce. Because in turn, if you get into a situation where you just need an in route, that's what messed up Brady them last couple of years. Do you remember when he didn't have anybody but Wes Welker to throw to, and they were like, damn, Tom Brady needs one more wide receiver, a bigger wide receiver, and then they went and tried to get AB. They tried to get what's the kid that played at Georgia, Mohamed Sanu and all that. They tried to get a bunch of players that were bigger wide receivers, and it didn't work. This is what I'm saying. You need a red zone target. They don't have that. You've seen they was in the red zone, and they looked very skeptical in the red zone because you know why? They didn't have anybody but Travis Kelce. Anyway, let's move right along to the next topic. Should Tom Brady retire after winning his 5th Super Bowl MVP?
You want to go, Jeff? Since you're so disappointed, you want to go?
I'm not disappointed. The Bills ain't in the Super Bowl, my brother. I don't give a damn. I ain't in bed. I didn't do nothing. They were just doing the show. I'm just stating. I'm just countering what you said. Another way you need to do it. Just making a better show. That's all I'm trying to do, brother. Go ahead. Do the order.
Nah, I don't. I mean, probably Tom should retire, but he's not. He still look good. Probably should though, for his own health wise, because somebody might knock him out. But other than that, I think he looks pretty good.
They catered the offense to his skill set. It wasn't as many over the top deep throws as they did last year with Jameis. They still had him in the offense, but they did bring in more weapons for him to check down to with Gronk. They still had Brait. The offense is set up for another year, so he might as well try to come back another year and repeat.
Yeah, ain't no sense of retiring. They're gonna protect you. You got your lineman, you got your young lineman named Tristan Wirfs. So you got a good line coming back. You have the weapons coming back, and Mike Evans and Miller and AB and Gronk will probably retire. So they'll need somebody to step in there. But might as well come back and try to win another one. Try to repeat since they had said it hadn't been done in so long. So might as well come back and try it again.
Brady got to walk out the door right now. Leave those Under Armours right where they at in Tampa. Walk out of this cool. This could be his Jordan walk-off moment, dog. This can be it. You did the unthinkable in 1 year, your first year there. You got 7. 7 is crazy. That's uncharted territory. There's no reason to try to get 8. 7 is cool. You can walk out of this thing. They might put Tom Brady into the Hall of Fame before the day he retires. He goes into the Hall of Fame. He don't even have to have a little waiting period. Nah,
he deserves it.
Yeah, he going straight. He going straight to the Hall for sure. Like literally, I'm retired. All right, cool. Get his bus ready. Get his gold jacket. It's over with.
Yeah,
for sure. Speaking of Hall of Fame, you see what I'm doing, Jeff?
High level pod right there.
You see
what
I'm saying? Is Patrick Mahomes already in the Hall of Fame?
I'll go. Well, go ahead, Weezy. Go ahead.
No, you got it. Go ahead.
I read something the other day that made this argument a little bit stronger. Now, mind you, not having this second Super Bowl win does kind of taint it a little bit, but they compare him to Dan Marino. Dan Marino had an early Super Bowl appearance, and the year after that had a great year. But every year after his first 4 to 5 years, although he was still Dan Marino, nothing lived up to what he did when he first came into the NFL. So if Pat Mahomes is 80% of what he was these first 3 to 4 years for the rest of his career, absolutely. But if he'd have won this second Super Bowl tonight, he could have left his, I forget what kind of cleats he wears, but he could have left his cleats in Tampa and walked right into the Hall of Fame right then and there.
He's Adidas.
So yeah, he could have left his Adidas right there in Tampa Bay.
I agree. I think Patrick Mahomes is probably a Hall of Famer right today, but this Super Bowl hurt him.
Yeah, I mean, he had Super Bowl MVP, regular season MVP in his young career. He's the fastest quarterback to 100 touchdowns. So he has the credentials to do it. Is he going to fall off? I don't see it. It's a pass-happy league. So he's just going to continue to get stacks and more stacks, and he has the weapons. So, yeah, he's already a Hall of Famer for sure.
Damn. Yeah, they'll get one more wide receiver to help out Pat. As long as Big Reed, Andy Reid, I say Andy Reid. As long as Big Red Andy Reid is there, I mix them all the way up.
They all getting you, boy.
Yeah, no, for sure told me he'll come. As long as he's there, dog, hey, he'll win some games. Super Bowls is gonna be tough. Buffalo's knocking. Buffalo is knocking, man. I'm telling you, Pittsburgh is gonna be good again. I'm telling you, Tennessee fighting. You know, as long as they get a quarterback, they should have went and got Carson Wentz. If they could find a way, you know, Tennessee's, Carson Wentz is better than Ryan Tannehill. Come on.
I don't know about that one.
Yeah.
Ryan Tannehill is your man's.
Yeah, it's my quarterback.
No.
That's your man's. That's your man.
It ain't your quarterback. That's your man's.
That's your man.
You know, I was a Tannehill fan, but now that's your man.
Yeah. That's your man's too, Lock. Don't try to turn your back on
I just said it was. But
no. Ain't no was. That's your man's too. That's
no,
y'all guy.
No, because if I got a choice between Tannehill and Deshaun Watson, give me Deshaun Watson. Weezy said he's keeping Ryan Tannehill.
Yeah, that was you'll never lay
nuts.
that down. You'll never lay that down. Let's get out of here, man. Let's talk about the results of these prop bets. The first one was how long will it take Jasmine Sullivan and Eric Church to sing the U.S. national anthem? Over and under. They went all the way over.
They sure did.
Sure the hell did. And you know, Jasmine Sullivan, you know, she should have came out with the Whitney jogging suit. Why didn't she do the Whitney jogging suit, dog?
She needed the glasses on too. Glasses would have killed it.
She couldn't come out with that. She couldn't.
Yeah.
People would have crucified her because they would have said
she was too big.
Like Whitney.
Yeah.
You gotta leave Whitney alone.
Yeah, she was too big right there.
Yeah.
Sure. The coin toss. I was the only person to pick heads. Can I get my credit for that?
You picked heads.
Yeah. Everybody picked over on Jasmine Sullivan for sure.
Yes, for sure.
I thought everybody picked under, and I picked over. I know I picked over.
That's cap as hell. Everybody picked over.
No, I picked over. Gonna do some. She was gonna do some lingering.
Yeah, for sure. You remember he went shake weight.
He did go shake weight.
He went shake weight.
It was a clean sweep on this. All four went over.
Yeah, he cleaned up the room with that shake weight.
Oh my god.
The next prop bet was any offensive defensive lineman to score a touchdown. Jeff, we almost had it.
That was close. So Jay, you picked lineman too?
I did. I did.
No, I know Jeff did. Jay,
I did.
You didn't, did you?
No. Oh. I said Jeff was cheating because they ran that play already before.
What was the numbers on that? That cost somebody some money, like real money. What was the numbers on that?
Minus 2,000.
Yeah.
Ooh, plus 2,000. You mean?
No. Plus 800 if they did score.
God, that cost money right there. Because that was it.
Yeah, it was right there. Right there. Like I was telling them, Reg, in the group chat.
That's why he's a lineman.
Linemen aren't trained to make catches in traffic. Right. We got to be wide open for that.
The hand went by and it just
was too much.
Yeah. Most definitely. The next one was final play of the game to be a quarterback kneel. I know I picked yes. What about the rest of the guys?
I picked yes.
Jeff? Jeff.
I picked no because somebody said go.
Jeff.
No, remember I said the scenario was I thought the game was going to be over with. And it not a kneel like the person who the quarterback was kneeling like they were winning. I picked the quarterback was going to be down and just didn't have nothing to do and kneeled it on out. That's what I said.
We got
somebody said it's going to come out to the last play, last possession.
Sure in the hell wasn't me. I said they were both game managers.
Yeah, I said it was going to be a kneel for sure.
Yeah,
I knew I said it was going to be a kneel, and it was.
Next one was Super Bowl MVP, QB, non-QB. I picked a defensive person, I think. I said it was going to be Devin White.
I picked the running back.
Devin White
was balling.
He was cooking.
I didn't know he was that fast either. I knew he was fast, but I didn't know
I've been trying to get him on Madden. I couldn't get him, so I had to settle with Devin Bush. Devin Bush just as good, though.
So, Jeff, what you pick right here?
I picked QB.
Okay.
QB.
Jeff, I don't know about that neither, Jeff. I think you picked a running back or something with that one, Slim.
I had the Gator. Go ahead. We'll talk about it next. I know what I got wrong. Yeah,
I picked the QB.
Yeah, I picked the running back.
Lord have mercy. And last but not least, the granddaddy of them all. What color liquid? God damn it! What color liquid will be poured on the winning coach of Super Bowl 55? I picked lime, green, yellow.
I went for the big money and picked that clear, but it wasn't that.
I picked the red.
I picked the blue.
And it hit. Coach Lock hit with the blue.
Yeah.
Plus 800.
Plus 800.
The whack ass state he live in, he couldn't even win.
Couldn't put no bet on it, Weezy. Couldn't even bet. Hot about it.
As we close things out, I participated in a lot of prop bets this year, and I won pretty big, won pretty good. I'm excited about my wins. Did anybody else partake in a little bit of gambling?
I bet the lineman catching the touchdown, and yeah.
I bet a little gas money on a bunch of prop bets, and I won, I think, 4 of my 5. So,
did you bet any house money on the prop bet?
Nah, I didn't. And now, Weezy, how did you won? How'd you do with your betting?
I did great. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. I did great. I had confidence throughout the whole game, and I couldn't bet enough people. I did great. I did great. Cash App is going up as we speak right now. I did great. It looks good. Yeah, I did excellent. I missed my prop bets. I went out on a limb. I had one prop bet that Tom Brady would win MVP. He did. Tampa Bay would win the game. They did. Leonard Fournette would score a touchdown. They did. I ran through the house like crazy. Did the MC Hammer dance when he did that. And then Tom Brady would throw over 220 yards. He threw 201. So that one hurt me. And then I lost another prop bet. The AB would score a touchdown and get over 100 yards, and he didn't get over 100.
But he scored a touchdown.
Well, got a touchdown, though.
You know, that's his roommate. Tom was looking for him. He threw a D ball to him and everything. He was trying to.
Did.
He was trying to get it.
He threw a D ball to him, and he threw a D ball to Gronk. They could have brought my money in. They dropped it.
Yeah, he dropped it. Dang, man.
Like my co-host mentioned, no bets for me. Out in the state of Texas, it's not loud. They're not going for it. So
it's coming soon, though, Locke.
Nah.
Coming soon. It's gonna happen soon.
Nah, when it does, we'll be one of the last states.
Most definitely, man.
I gotta get there.
All in all, man, it was a great Super Bowl, man. We again burning the midnight oil. Appreciate everybody pulling back up, especially you, Weezy. It was fun, man. Super Bowl predictions for next year. Calling it now. Packers versus Steelers.
Believe in Big Ben, huh?
Nah, Big Ben won't. Nah. Never mind. I'll talk about that.
If Tom Brady, if he's not retiring, I'm going Tampa versus Titans. That's the safest way I can do it.
Chiefs, Packers.
I'm gonna go.
Let me change that. Chiefs, Saints.
Oh shit!
Chiefs,
Drew Brees gonna come back for one more year.
Nah, they got another quarterback.
I'm going Packers, Bills.
Super Bowl 55 is in the books, fellas, man. We appreciate y'all pulling up. Anything else before we get out of here?
Yeah, man. Y'all rate, subscribe, follow the YouTube page, follow the IG page, follow the Twitter page, man.
Sure. Yeah, appreciate getting on that YouTube page, subscribe, like. Hey, everybody watching,
please
subscribe. While you doing this, subscribe for sure.
Push that like button. Subscribe, help us out. Support the real.
Check out the Patreon page.
So most definitely. Don't forget about that as well. And tweet us the questions throughout the week in Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
Weezy.
Everything paid for, baby.
Damn right it is. Joe.
Camera's always on, brother.
Damn right it is. Coach Locke.
Get a drummer song.
Damn right, man. The Revolution will be podcast. We are out.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.
Purchase your track today.
The Revolution will be podcasted.